Hello students. Uh, we are I'm explaining chapter 3 of history, that is Mohammedan rebellion, and already we have started the lesson. I have explained who are called the Mohammedans, then the division of Satras, name of the four divisions, and just briefly I said about the Mohammedans. And today I am going to explain the causes of Mohammedan rebellion. In my last class I have already told you that the Mohammedan rebellion, it was a mass uprising. Though it was started and led by the Mohammedans, the followers of the Mayamara Satra, but it did not remain confined only among the Mohammedans. Various sections of the society, people belonging to various sections of the society, they too joined in the movement, and so it became a mass uprising, mass movement. Now today a few causes I'll explain. Already I said that Mohammedan rebellion was the longest rebellion in Assam, in the history of Assam, and it led significant impacts on the socio-economic and political system of Assam. As we know that Ahom kingdom was founded by Sukafa, and then many kings one after another they ruled, and Mohammedan rebellion broke out during the time of Ahom king Lakshmi Singha, and it came to an end during the time of Kamaleswar Singha. Ahoms, though they have their own deity, their own god, but later on, during the time of Sohumung himself, he came to the fold of Hinduism, and he took the title Swarga Narayan, and therefore the Ahoms were the followers of Hinduism, especially the mother goddess, although they have their own deity. Now, Mohammedans, when the Satra was divided, and then Mohammedans means disciples, the followers came to the Mayamara Satra and came to be known as Mohammedans, since they belong to Mayamara Satra. From that time onwards, the Mohammedans, they had a strong devotion to their guru. Mohammedan, that guru is called Mohammedan Mahanta or Satradhikar. Head of the Satra, or head, the guru, is known as Mohammedan Mahanta or Mohammedan Satradhikar. The followers, the Mohammedans, because Mohammedans were the followers, disciples of Mayamara Satra. So the Mohammedans, they had a strong devotion towards their guru. They never bowed their head to anybody else except their guru, and they were ready to sacrifice their lives for the sake of their guru. And it was well known among the Ahom rulers and the Ahoms. Everyone knew that Mohammedan never bowed their head to anyone except their Guru. Guru was everything for them. So that is why once when Pratap Singh was the Ahom king, for fun, once he made two Mohammedans to go for horse riding. Two Mohammedans, the Ahom king, made to go for horse riding. And then when their horse started to gallop very fast with very speed, and then those two Mohammedans were also on the horse. And Pratap Singh, he wanted to see, and he expected them, these two Mohammedans, to bow their head. And that is why, to some distance where from they started, two swords were very, the two swords were kept horizontally. So Pratap Singh thought that they will come near the sword, and when they are not able to cross, naturally they will bow their head. But those two Mohammedans, they prefer their death, because they never bowed their head, they were not willing to bow their head. And already I said that they never bow their head to anyone except their Guru. So two swords were kept in such a way that if they don't bow their head, their heads will be cut off, they will be beheaded. But those two Mohammedans, they prefer death instead of bowing their head. And so the horse galloped with full speed, and then they did not bow their head, so their heads were cut off. So that much strong devotion the Mohammedans had. And as the Mohammedans had such a strong devotion to their Guru, at the same time number of disciples began to increase, and so the Mohammedan Mahanta, Mohammedan Guru started to compare themselves with the Ahom king. They were feeling that they are as powerful as the Ahom king, and they began to enter into the political and economic affairs of the Ahom kingdom, because they felt that they are also not less than the king. They have a large number of disciples. The disciples have strong devotion to the Guru, to him, and so he is very powerful like king. And so the Mohammedan Guru, Mohammedan Mahanta began to compare himself with the Ahom king. As a result, the Ahom king, Ahoms and the Mohammedan conflict began with the Ahom, because Ahom king also, even not only the kings, even the ministers and all the people, Ahoms, they never liked the Mohammedan to interfere in the king's affair. Whatever king is supposed to do, the duties of the king. On the other hand, the Mohammedans began to think that their Guru, and Guru himself also began to think that he is very powerful, he can enter into the political affairs, economic affairs of the kingdom. And thus the conflict began in between Mohammedans and the Ahom. As already I say that Pratap Singh also at the same time, he also made a fun, and because of his fun, two Mohammedans, they were beheaded. Then during the time of Suramfa, another Ahom king, Suramfa, he is popularly known as Bhagaraja, because once when his capital was occupied and then he ran away. So from that time onwards he came to be known as Bhagaraja. So during the time of Suramfa, the Bhagaraja, Mohammedia Mahanta, Guru Nityananda Dev, he was murdered. So Guru Nityananda Dev was murdered during the time of Suramfa, the Bhagaraja, and it was told, it was spread among the Mohammedans that the Guru was killed at the instigation of the king himself. And that is why the Mohammedans, they promised, when at the time of cremation of Guru Nityananda Dev, all the Mohammedans, they promised that they will not forget this incident and they will take a revenge very soon against the Ahom. It was a great insult for them. Their Guru was killed, for whom the Mohammedans can sacrifice their life. They are ready to sacrifice their life for their Guru, and such Guru was killed by the Ahom at the instigation of the Ahom king. So they promised that they will take revenge of this murder. And besides this, Guru Nityananda Dev, during the time of Gadadhar Singha, Boikuntha Mahanta, he too was killed at the instigation of Gadadhar Singha. Then Chaturbhuj Mahanta was humiliated at the royal court, at the court of the king. Then Mohammedia Mahantas were insulted by Queen Phuleshwari, the queen of Ahom king Shiva Singha. Once the queen made one sacrifice, some puja, because already I said that Ahom, they were the followers of Mother Goddess. Though they have their own gods, but later on they took Hinduism. They came to the fold of Hinduism, and so Shiva Singha's queen Phuleshwari, she made one sacrifice, some pujas she did, and then she invited some Mohammedia Mahantas, gurus. Some gurus were invited. And as we know, when some puja is done, we believe in sacrifice, blood sacrifice. Some animals are sacrificed. So same thing Queen Phuleshwari also did. Animal was sacrificed in that puja, and then the blood of that sacrificed animal was put on the forehead of the Mohammedans. Tilak you understand? So tilak was put with the blood of the sacrificed animal on the foreheads of the Mohammedans. And Mohammedans, they are the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas do not believe in sacrifice. They do not believe in idol worship. So they have no faith on sacrifice, animal sacrifice or pujas and idol worship. But Queen Phuleshwari, she put tilak on the foreheads of the Mohammedans with the blood of the sacrificed animal. So it was a great insult, humiliation for the Mohammedans. And thus Mohammedans grew very angry because they were insulted. Not only those Mahantas were insulted, it was insult for the everyone, all the Mohammedans. That means Queen Fuleshwari not only insulted the Mohammedan gurus, but she insulted the whole Mohammedan community. And thus, Mohammedans were very angry. They were trying to find an opportunity how they can stand against the home king. And the Mohammedans, including their guru, they were thinking that they are very powerful, they are as powerful as the king. So they were trying to get an opportunity to stand against the Mohammedans. Alright. So there are some other causes also. So these causes, in this page number 47, there are few causes, and on the yellow block, wherever the yellow blocks are there, important things you will get. Here also, in the page number 47, in the yellow block, you see about Sohumung, then the first chronicles, that is called Buranji, that means history. Sri Swarganarayan Maharaja Janma Katha. For short answer it is needed. Then Sohumung, he adopted for the first time, he adopted the title Swarganarayan. Later on, this Swarganarayan was taken by other his other followers, other Ahom kings. But this Swarganarayan was first adopted by King Sohumung. So important questions are here. Other side also, in my last class I already explained about the satras, about the 4 divisions and the names of the satras. So you never leave those yellow blocks. Okay, yellow blocks are very important. So today up to here, and go through the causes. You may find it difficult to remember these names because it is quite new, I think, for you all. So go through again and again, underline, and try to pronounce the names correctly. If you pronounce the names correctly, then you can write it correctly also. Okay, we'll stop for today. But one thing, children, see that soon after the sharing the videos, I don't want any comment in your comment box. Your names and all you'll write, but not soon after I share. You go to the video and then only. Those who will write soon after I share, no marks will be given. So today you get the video, tomorrow night. Till then you have time. So within this time limit, you will write your name, roll number, section, class in the comment box. Okay? All right.